Hey, good morning. Sorry.
Good evening.
Good evening from there. Good morning from here.
So when I was back in the United States, I used to call my family and say Sabah al because I was called in the morning. My call is in the morning and they are in the evening. So I had to find a compromise in between. So I used to say Sabah al. How are you?
I'm good. Sorry, I don't look good this morning.
Huh?
I didn't turn on the cam. I said I didn't look good this morning. I didn't turn on the cam because I look terrible. Because someone I was talking to, I didn't sleep only for 2 hours or 3 hours.
Yeah. Who's that important person that you were talking to?
Don't worry about it. Oh my God, it's a secret.
Well, he must be a very important person to you.
He is, yeah.
So I'm expecting her to join, but since she has some sort of delay, she's joining us here. Her name is Mesa, and I'll let her introduce herself, and then we will have a meeting for 40 minutes because the limited time is 40 minutes for. Okay.
My break is only 10 minutes.
Mm.
But what can I do? I can put you on mute or put myself on mute and keep listening to you if you don't mind.
Okay, so Mesa.
I'm sorry.
Good evening.
Good evening. I'm sorry about the darkness.
Don't worry. It's highly expected condition in Iraq. We are joined by our own honor guest, Hadir, from California, and she would like to be part of this meeting. And
good morning, Mesa, from here.
Hi.
Hi, good morning. Sorry, I was telling Waleed, I don't look good today. I didn't sleep last night. Next time I will join you with video. How are you?
How are you? I'm sure you look very beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. You are too.
Thank you very much.
Shall I go?
How?
Of course, you go ahead.
I mean, shall I go and leave you to talk to each other?
I mean, go ahead.
Okay, so Mesa, would you please tell us a little bit about yourself? Hadir doesn't know you, and she is highly curious to get in touch with talented people like you, and tell her why you're interested in English. Why is it part of your training? How long have you been getting this training with the poor teacher who's working with you here? The poor English teacher.
God.
And any other interesting thing?
Hi, Hadir. I'm Mesa.
By the way, I'm sorry. Wait. Wait. There is something so special about both of you. So special. And it's so endearing to my heart. Both of you love animals.
Oh, yeah.
And Lulu, where's your cat and dog?
They are fighting right now. The girl is hiding because she wants to marry him, and he do not understand what did she want exactly. So he stand there in the kitchen for her, to find her and to know what did she want from him.
Oh,
interesting.
She's demanding.
Now,
the darkness is not because the electricity. The darkness is because of Lulu. I only today understood that he is.
So Lulu is a parrot. Just to give you a hint about who Lulu is. He's a parrot.
Yes, he is my parrot. So he, when he listened to me talking in English, he prepared to attack me. because he know that I will open my laptop and enter on a Zoom meeting. So he prepared to attack me to prevent me from doing that. So I put him up of the curtains and make the darkness that I live in now.
Okay, so how many you love animals, and this is probably something quite impressive. How many animals do you have right now?
The first thing, I didn't buy any one of them.
Mm-hmm.
All of them was it's from a try of rescue or someone who abandoned them, and I took them. I have a husky and his son.
Oh, husky.
And terrier, it's a girl, Elizabeth.
Mm-hmm.
And 2 cats and a parrot and a duck.
Wow, that's a lot of animals. Do you live in a house or you live in an apartment?
I live in an apartment with 2 floors. So the huskies up, not inside the house.
Oh, got it. Okay.
They have a house on the top of the a special house for them.
Oh, okay.
Outside.
Because they need a little bit like a big area to play, to run around,
Yeah.
you know?
Yes.
Yeah, I have a Shih Tzu, and she's
How do we
2
say?
years old.
How do we say بالبيتونة?
Oh, hell no, I don't know that.
Garrett. Garrett. Garrett.
Garrett. Okay. لا احنا نريدها حرفيا. Garrett.
Yeah. It's something like an attic room. Attic أو garret هي المصطلح اللي نستخدمه للبيتونة. اللي هو a place on the top of the second floor or last floor where she keeps them, because I think it's a little bit risky to have them walk around and go out to the street. They might be hit by a car or something. Don't you think so, Lisa?
Yes.
Now, on the other side of the globe, talking to Hadir. Hadir, tell us a little bit about your lovely little dog.
Well, I'm a single mom, and my son keep asking for brother and sister when he was in first grade. And I'm like, you know what? I don't like to have a lot of kids. So what about a dog? So his doctor told me the dog is going to be like a big therapy for him. So I talked with my coworker. She's Mexican. So she said her friend has very cute puppy in TJ, which is Mexico. So we crossed the border to TJ. I met Mish.
Just to give a heads up, TJ is Tijuana, right?
Tijuana, yes.
Yes. Okay, so Tijuana.
So yes. So we went there and I met Mish. The minute I saw her, I fell in love with her. She was 45 days. We took her. I paid around $300. And for Shih Tzu, it's like in California, it's around 1,000 and up. So I paid only $300 for that. And then we gave her her first shot at TJ. And then we crossed the border with her and her brother. My coworker Rosa got her brother. She named him Mickey. And I named my baby Mish. And she's 2 years old now. She's the love of my life. That sometimes my son gets so jealous. He's like, you love Mish more than me. I'm like, no, I love her. I love you more than anything else. But when you love an animal, I used to be a cat person, but when I met Mish and the joy and the fun Mish brought to us, oh my God. Like I tell people, I know it's going to be kind of, it sounds like mean, but if Mish just talk, I swear I don't need a human being a friend,
But
because they're very loyal.
You mentioned that
That's true.
you understand Arabic. Give us some examples of the kind of speech that you have.
Oh, yeah. So my mom lives with me, Mesa, but she doesn't speak English. So my mom
Yes.
asked Mishmish to bring her dabdoob, which is her toy. So
Okay.
she asked her, like, Mishmish, go, روحي جيبي الدبدوب. Mishmish will go, and I swear to God, she understands Arabic. She will grab her dabdoob and she give it to my mom. When I leave the house, Mishmish she wants to follow me. I said, no, in English, I say, Mishmish, stay home. I swear to God, she sits in front of the door and she doesn't want to go anywhere. I'm like, oh my gosh, she speaks 2 languages. She's very smart.
No.
She's better than me.
Now,
No,
how about this
you're doing your best.
situation?
By the way, I'm learning too. Yes.
She's wonderful.
I meant that's the sound of the parrot, Lulu, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, this is Mishmish, and tell us about any other interesting thing about her before we shift back to talking about Lulu and some interesting thoughts about her.
Mishmish is really good with kids. She's really, really good with kids. Like, she loves kids. Mishmish is a chicken. She gets scared from a lizard. Lizard اللي هو أبو بريس احنا نسميه.
Yes.
Like here, their lizard is different, American like version. The lizard here, they have a small eyes and they are fast and they are like, I don't know, like, I'm not very scared of them. So when Mishmish saw them around, she freak out, she shake. And I'm like, Mishmish, you're supposed to be a dog, not be a chicken. And she's scared. Mishmish is very lovely. Mishmish loves cucumber, nuts, pistachio, watermelon. She loves dry fruits. My mom, like, she's Iraqi, she always give her food here and there, even khubuz. She's driving me crazy. What else? Mishmish give 5, like half 5. Like, how in Arabic we say, like, the kids when they, have 5.
Yes,
she do that when I give her treat. Mishmish, she graduated from behavior or something. I don't remember exactly the title, but I put her in training for 2 months. And each month I paid like around 300. So she's very she's living very high, like, lifestyle. Her lifestyle is kind of very like luxury, I brush her teeth. I give her once a month a haircut. We brush her teeth. I don't know. I told you yesterday, she lives like a queen. Oh, birthday. She has a boyfriend. Yeah, his name is Rocco. And what else? Yeah, she's lovely.
Tell us about the time where your mother was a little bit hesitant to accept a dog in the house.
I swear you are reading my mind. I was just about to talk about it. So, we are Muslim, and my mom said, no, you're not going to bring a dog. I pray. It's dirty. I'm like, okay, Mom, I'm bringing, I'm sorry, but I have to. I need an animal too. The minute my mom saw Mishmish, she was in love immediately. So now Mishmish sleeps next to my mom. When Mishmish go out, my mom carry her, wash her feet, wash her hand. My mom kissed Mishmish. My mom feed her. My mom, she's like, when after like 2-3 weeks, my mom a little bit was complaining about her. So I told her, okay, Mom, I'm going to sell her. I swear to God, Mesa, my mom was crying like she's losing one of her family member. She's like, no, don't sell her. I will die after her. I'm like, they don't complain about her. Just take care of her. So, yeah. Oh, we fixed Mishmish because we don't want her to have her periods and babies. So we fixed her, and it was a big surgery. And me, my mom, we didn't sleep all night because Mishmish was sick. We fixed her, like, she can't have baby anymore. So for like 2-3 nights, me and my mom, I swear to God, awake all night just watching Mishmish and making sure that if she's hungry, she's taking her food. And dogs really teach you a lot of to be very like a giver, and it's a different kind of love.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Unconditional love.
I was
Yes.
telling Hadir this morning when we had the lovely chats in the morning, a very elongated one. We've passed through a chronological order of our love for animals and how they can inspire people and human beings. Back in the day, 10 years ago, I was a graduate student at small institute south of San Francisco. And I had to be adjusted in accommodation with a host family because the institute that I was studying in didn't have accommodation for students. So they had to reach out for the neighborhood and ask them if they are willing to host international students and they are willing to pay a compensation fee for the month as a monthly stipend to the hosting family.
Yes.
So I was given a list of people and I just randomly chose one that is in the vicinity or the proximity of the center. And the woman that I chose, she was in her 60s and she had a lovely dog and two Mini Coopers, one yellow and the other is red. And the yellow one happened to be for her dog to spoil him. His name was Rowdy, Rawdy. He passed away like 2 years ago or 3 years ago.
Aww.
And the interesting thing about that dog is it comes from his commitment and discipline. And every night I return back from campus and he stands by the door. He never passes the threshold of my room. And he starts barking in a slow voice, calling me for dinner. And then at 5 a.m., she takes him for a walk on the beach because the city is near the Pacific Ocean. So you can hear the seagulls and you can hear the seals. I'm pretty sure Hadir can relate now. And that kind of memory just is making me so nostalgic to go back and see the place. And
yes, you have to come. There's a lot of secret area I will take you and show you. No one knows about it.
Yeah, so it's quite fascinating to bring this kind of whole nostalgia to another level of love and endearment. And it just manifests how strong the bond is in terms of feelings, psychology, intimacy, relationship between the kingdom of animals and the kingdom of human beings, and how far the human beings have gone in abusing animals to some extent, and probably spoiling animals on the other hand, which is quite contradictory.
That's true.
That's true.
Before I used to judge people when I came to the US. When I see like people crying when they lose their animals, if it's a cat or anything like a cat, a bird, I used to say, are they crazy? Look at people in Iraq, they get killed everywhere and no one care. And then after I got Mishmish, now I'm very soft. When I see my mom, she's a big chicken. Now if she saw a big dog on the street, she's like, oh my God, so cute. They will change your lifestyle. Like you're right. Like there is a lot of people who's abuser and there's a lot of people who's really spoiling their babies like me. I wish I can turn on the camera and I just show you how she's sleeping. She's in her back, putting her hand on her chest, and she's just like a doll. Oh my God.
Oh my God. She's
I will take you a picture. Before I have to work, if you don't mind.
Yes.
Mute, because they're gonna fire me. I passed my break time, so I'm gonna listen to you guys if you don't mind. And when I have a chance, because I receive a calls, and so let me do my work, and I'm listening to you. Okay, guys?
Okay, definitely. Take
Okay.
your time. We'll resume our conversation. And whenever you're feeling free to just chip in, please go ahead and do that. Mesa, if you can just tell us a little bit about your love for animals. Probably this is going to be the tertiary topic of tonight, since we are talking with Hadir and she has this kind of affinity for animals and love and dedication for animals. When did this kind of feeling for animals started, and how have you been evolved as a person in terms of her understanding and connection with animals so far?
It's began from my childhood, and I was maybe like Hadir, and I'm a cat person. I like cats, and I'm always from my childhood have always have a one cat or two. My family hate that hate my attraction to animals and cats especially. And when I was fall in love with one cat and make her to spoiled her and give her food. So they took my cat and throw it away.
Mhm.
When I don't know where is she, where is my cat, I don't know where is she or where is he. They hate animals very much. So in in 1 year, when I was maybe in high school, I have two dogs, small dogs, Cuckoo and Tutu.
Mhm.
I raised them, and they walk after me because they know that I'm their mom. They run after me in the house here and there, and we live happy. And I'm very was in love with them because they are I raised them from the early childhood. So one day I went to school, and we have some people doing work in our house, that something like a construction thing in the house. So I returned, where is Cuckoo and Tutu? They are not here. So
Mhm.
they told me, my father or my brother, I suppose, we call them and feed them to the workers. Oh my God. Oh my God. I remember that moment till now. It's been a very maybe 20 years. I don't know the years.
Mhm.
It's a very frustration feeling, and I can't say anything. I been through a lot of these situations
Before.
um, before, yes.
Mhm.
So it's from my childhood. So
Now
after that,
fast forward to now. When was the first time
yes.
that which one of them was the first one to
Oh,
have, and
um,
how was your mixed feeling with that?
yes, I went when I hired in the Ministry of Health.
Mm-hmm.
I went one day to the medical city in Baghdad to
Mm.
do some work. It was related to my husband. So I went there. So I saw a very little small cat, which is uh, don't have a mom.
Mm.
So I took her in a box and took her to my work. And when I return back, I bring him to my house till now, and he is Iris,
Mm.
the cat boy. who is running after Qarach. You know Qarach, you see it.
Of course, yeah.
You've seen it before, yes. I've been through a lot
His name is Qarach.
Qarach, eh.
I like the name. قرج يعني اللي very loud صح؟
وقحة وشرسة يعني كلش.
Oh, I like the name. My neighbor, she's Turkish. Her name, she has a cat. Her name is Qara. So I told her, what's Qara mean? She said in her language means black because the cat is black. So Qara and now Qaraj, I'm connected the name. Qara and Qaraj.
When I took her to the vet, what you vet or what?
Vet.
To the vet. Okay, they took her. They give her the vaccine. Okay. Tell us what's her name to register it. Okay. Her name is Qaraj. What do you say? Qaraj.
So sorry to interrupt you. I don't mean, but I'm curious. I have a question. So in Iraq now they have a vet's place like for dogs and cats.
Let me answer you, Hadir, and then of course the one who is more professional in this is Mesa because she has been in touch with animals. You know, where you've graduated from the College of Economics, there is a whole street right now dedicated for cats and dogs. اللي هو اعتقد شارع المشاتل ميساء لو غيره.
Yeah. They used to sell animals there as well. I remember.
Yes.
Yeah. So how about Mesa? Where do you take them? Which vet are you taking them?
No. I don't take them to those people in Shara al Mashatil. No, they are not really good in the vaccine. They are selling animals, and I don't like them because they are dealing with animals in not a good way. So my animals vet is near of the Babylon Hotel. She is the only vet in that place.
Can you just name the place, or do you remember the name of the place?
It's الضياء يعني عيادة الضياء.
Okay, interesting.
How often do you take them there? Like how often do you give them the shot?
It's there's they have a time came, they sent me a message to my mobile.
Oh, okay.
So I put all my animals in one day to take and I can't catch Lulu and give him his vaccine because he's very aggressive and he's biting me if I do that. So I take Lulu. Yes.
Okay.
I take Lulu and Qaraj and they give them the vaccine, and took the other vaccines. I give it to the others.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you mentioned that it's kind of timely manner where you get a text message from the vet.
Yes, it's maybe 2 months, every 2 months.
Every 2 months?
Yes.
How about you, Hadir? Can you talk or?
So what we have here, we have annual check for her. for
Mm.
everything, her health and everything. I do that once a year. And she, what I do, because it's very pricey here and it's very expensive, I used to buy her a pill. This pill is for worms, for heartworms, bacteria, and everything. And since she sleeps next to my mom and she's home with us,
Yes.
I'm I have very thick hair and kind of long hair. So I'm very scared because sometimes if dogs has fleas, you can have them too. So I used to buy the pill every month for like a $40. So I talk to her doctor every time I visit. So they give me a prescription for 6 months. So I go, and the funny story that Mishmish has my last name. When I go to pick up her prescription, it's funny, like they they put her under my last name, and I love that. It's so funny for me. I was like, oh my God, Mishmish, my daughter. So I give her the pill every month, and I add the note on my calendar to remind myself. So this pill is to avoid having any kind of bacteria, worms, or fleas. And do I say it right? Correct me if I say something wrong, okay, please. And that's all. And it's cheaper, like 6 of them for 6 months. I pay around $140. So the one before I used to pay $40, now it's like around $23 for each. So it's much better, you know?
Definitely.
Yeah. And for her annual checkup, I do it like it's a study. I have to. And sorry, I have to go. YMCA, this is Hijra. Can I help you?
Okay.
Okay, Mesa. I think she Hadir is going to have another call
In her book.
yeah.
Yes.
So on your side, have you been having any sort of grumpy sort of feeling that you can sense from the animals that you have, and how do you deal with this kind of thing?
I didn't know the meaning of grumpy.
Grumpy is like feeling uncomfortable, like you just,
or
yeah, you just look at the animal and they're not feeling and acting well, and you sense that there's something wrong with it.
Yes, of course.
So what do you deal, how do you deal with this kind of scenario?
I'm trying to talk with them and trying to maybe give them a lot of time to watching them and watching their moves and how they are eating well or not. And I maybe you'll laugh, and I feel with them. I feel if they sad, or if
that's actually what I wanted to get to here. How do you develop this sort of communication where you start to sense that they are sad or happy?
I don't know. I just feel it. I feel maybe for 2 days Lulu is have a depression, and he's acting is not well, and I think he is want to marry. So I went from when I came back from my work today, I went to that place that you mentioned in Al Mashatil, and I looked for a wife for him. But they are very expensive. One of them is for $3,000.
Oh my God.
Yes, they are very expensive. And the only one is for 900. Is very, very it's look sick and not well. So I'll try in another place maybe.
So if you don't find that kind of alternative, what are you going to do?
Do what I'm doing now. I'm trying to play with him, give him time. You know, when I'm came from work, I don't want anyone to came near to me or talking to me. So I feel very tired. So didn't do that for him because I know he's have a depression, and he's watching the cat and Courage and Iris involved in some kind of marriage
Mhm.
these days. I think it's a season for that because the cats, the husky want to. When I came from home,
Mm.
I took Isabel and go to the huskies to play with them because she is a friend for them. Okay,
Mhm.
because Isabel is in the house. Isabel in the small cage in the house and took care on the roof. So the husky want to marry Isabel. She's very cute and small. So
Mhm.
it's a season for that, I suppose.
I think so. I think this is the best season for them for you know marriage, or should we
So
call it?
I feel sad for them. Do you know the mother when her kids want to
Mm,
marry and she can't do that for them? And
mm,
oh my baby want to be a man and have a kids, and I begin to have a depression with them.
mhm. I think it's highly justifiable that this instinct of mating among animals is in their ingrained in their DNA, and it's one of the necessity to continue the breed of
Yes.
animals, and keeping them um, in this sort of shape. However, there are certain human restrictions, of course. I mean, for your case, it's really hard to manage having more than enough animals within your territory to take care of and to provide for them, and to take them to vets and other kind of necessities that they have to go through, because the whole the whole atmosphere here is not conducive to take care of animals and making sure that they are all getting the optimal kind of treatment.
Yes.
However, there's always this urge to get one more. And I don't know, what do you think?
Yes, but I told you that every one of them was it's from a rescue,
Mm,
and I didn't buy anyone, but they are very lovely. I forget the tire my tired. I forget everything when I saw them happy and playing, and I love all the time with them. I play with Courage. Courage is a very active. Maybe I
mhm.
sent you before on a video. She is very
Of course.
energetic and active, and Lulu, and they make me happy. They are my children.
Okay, that's a lovely word to say. Well, Mesa, we have to end the meeting before it gets terminated. Sadly, in
Why we have to end it? Sorry, I just got a call.
uh, since this is a free version of Zoom, it only gives me 40 minutes um,
Oh,
of
I'm sorry,
calls.
Mesa. I'm at work. It's funny. It's night there. It's morning here.
Now,
Yes, I'm very happy to meet you, and I wish that we do that again. I wish
I
that.
hope so too. Yeah, for sure. And it was my pleasure to meet you as well. Yeah, I'm so sorry. It was like a sudden, and I didn't plan. But tomorrow, my shift start at after 12. So if you wanna let me join another Zoom meeting, I'm free in the morning.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hadir, you have around 40 seconds, and then Mesa, you have 40 seconds, and then I will have 20 seconds.
Okay.
Well, I just want to say you're great. Thanks for your helping people. I really appreciate everything, and I really enjoy every moment with you guys. Yes, I don't know you in person. I never met you, but seriously, I feel like I know you for a long time, and I
too.
feel I'm so close to you. And I was listening even while I was working. Sorry about that. But yeah, I enjoyed everything, and I love the way Mesa that loves her animals and call
Mm.
them kids, because like yes, they are like a kids and family. And when I believe you can trust a person who loves animal, because he can be a really good friend.
Mhm.
Because a
Yeah.
person who's loyal and good to animals, he can be a good to other human. You know, so
I
That's
believe in
so
that too.
that can be
yeah,
carved with the gold water.
Yeah.
exactly.
Mesa, you have 15 seconds.
I want to thank you, Dr. Walid and Hadir. Oh my God, I very enjoyed the meeting. I wish that we became a friend. I wish that.
We
Great.
will, for
So
sure,
we'll
indeed.
definitely maintain other meetings. Sadly, the time is running out, and we'll have another meeting. I'll stay in touch. I'll coordinate the meeting, and then we'll have another lovely meeting.
Sounds
I'll
good.
stay.
Inshallah.
I'll
Thank
stay
you
in
so
touch with both
much.
of you.